Hey, welcome back. This is Newsroom Live. It is Thursday, January 22nd, about 8:30. And we've been talking weather. There was a weather event that happened back in October, and it really created some serious damage to Jamaica. I'm talking about Hurricane Melissa. And now we have a very impactful, important, some would say powerful name, Marley, joining us. This is Julian Marley, son of the great Bob Marley, joining us. And there's going to be a relief fundraising event, right, Julian? It's called the Hurricane Melissa Relief Fundraising Webathon. Can you tell us a bit about it?
Well, it's an event that, was put together by some of our Rasta elders, basically to rebuild a lot of the communities in Jamaica that the Rasta are affiliated with. Like, say, for instance, we have an elderly home, or like some of the Rasta elders, that has been, the hurricane kind of really messed up that place. And a lot of work has been done, but not for the community, like the Rastafari community. So this event will be putting together, I guess, artists from different parts, coming together, on this nice showcase for the, people to help to raise some monies for quite a few projects for the elderly and children in the Rasta community,
So it's February 1st. That's the date that I have here.
Yes, that's it.
And so will we be hearing from you? Are you going to be playing some music?
Yes, I'll definitely be part of it,
Yeah.
Yes, you got quite a few artists. So I'm just like one of the artists, so you get a little piece, so definitely.
Quite a few, including a Marley. That's a big name that you have. When we talk about the Rastafari movement, for those who really don't understand it, its intrinsic nature, can you kind of break down what the movement is and why this is important to the movement to make sure to kind of raise money to give back or really help revive a community that's been impacted by this extreme weather event? I mean, Hurricane Melissa was horrible for Jamaica.
Yes, definitely. I mean, first of all, Rasta people has been one of the first set of humanitarians bringing music, bringing culture, like Bob Marley and a lot of other people that went all around the world and giving. So now it's time to do something for, our people, the Rasta people. And it's like we say again, we have the elderly home.
Right.
A lot of elders, and in Jamaica is, it's a bit more rougher than, in different parts of the world,
Right.
like you have these countries that when you go there, you really can say, well, they really need some help and some work.
Yep.
But Jamaica is one of those places, especially going through, a category 5 hurricane,
Yeah.
So definitely it's very important to help to support, our elders and the children and the whole culture is just giving back, really,
Yeah, it's about giving back. It's about helping in a time where, of course, all the cameras kind of covered it, the images we saw after the news all around the world. We saw coverage leading up to this because, the prediction was that this could be bad for Jamaica. But then it's kind of like when you see these weather events, after some time passes, like the people in the communities, they're still dealing with it, but it's kind of like everyone moves on. So this is about kind of refocusing and continuing to help to rebuild Jamaica. Jamaica was hit really hard.
Yes, so this is just another phase again that needs to be taken care of. Like we said, there's been many organizations doing stuff, but like when you say the Rasta communities, like say for instance, we have a whole elderly center where it's like Rasta orientated, which has not been seen or anything has been done there. Nothing has been done there.
Right.
So it's just part of like, okay, we covered that side. Now let's do something for this
specific community, right?
Yeah.
And so the Webathon, what do we need to know? What time is the event? Where will it stream? Where can we get that info? I guess people can Google it, right?
Yes, so it's definitely can Google it, but it's Sunday, February 1st, 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. East, and streaming live on RDDM Media.
Okay. And can you tell us a bit what this means for you, specifically when it comes to your legacy as a Marley. So giving back to this specific community in Jamaica, why is this important to you as an artist, but also important to you when it comes to your last name and your legacy?
Well, first of all, me myself, I am a Rasta, you know. So seeing the good that I see Rasta do since I was born, you know. When I used to growing up as a kid, every time I see a Rasta man, he's always helping someone, teaching somebody something, whether football, music, or arts and craft. He's always giving, you know. So for me, you know, it's like a no-brainer, as they would say, because it's like I can understand why we should put some help towards this movement, you know, being a part of that culture. You know?
No, 100%. You're saying it's such a, basically it's part of what being a Rasta is what I'm hearing you say. Is that right?
Definitely. So we give, you know, Rasta has been giving, so now Rasta needs some assistance, so we are here to assist also, you know.
You know, I'm interested to know because, you know, when it comes to artists in general, I think specifically who have had parents or maybe another relative, but specifically parents, you know, kind of a big name for yourself, the great Bob Marley, you know, to kind of have your own individuality as an artist, but also break away. When it comes to something like this, though, you know, the name helps. You are an artist within your own right, but you got some cachet under you. And it might really come down to people participating in this thing and donating because they see the last name. I mean, we can't avoid that.
No, we can't avoid it. And like you said, like if you know, if there's a way that we can put out the word, something positive. If you have a name, use the name you got to put out something good instead of using the name to put out something that doesn't mean anything to anybody. So I you know, this is the kind of direction. Like, okay, when I say something, people can listen. All right, let me say something good, or let me do something good.
Yeah.
To put that message, you know.
Yeah, it's like it's using the platform or using the name or through the art, being able to kind of maximize your reach, right?
Definitely, definitely.
And so, you know, tell us a little bit about the organization behind the Webathon. Are you directly involved with them, or are you just one of the artists that's participating? Can you tell us a bit about this?
Well, I'm just one of the artists that's performing.
Okay.
Really, you know, I know, you know, the organization. We have the Rasta Mansions and organization. That's one.
Right.
And we have Rastafari Media Network.
Okay.
And many allied umbrella Rastafari groups.
Okay. So there's kind of several different. They're working together, and it's all for the same cause, as you mentioned.
The same cause, yes.
I mean, taking you back to late October when the hurricane hit, I mean, what were you thinking? I mean, it was really something to see. I mean, it was just astonishing.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, it was more like surprising, first of all, because everyone was like, hey, you know, there's been many hurricanes, and they always says, no Jamaica, no Jamaica. You know?
Yeah.
So even this time, it was like everyone was saying, yeah, man, no Jamaica, because we always, but for some reason, you know, so to see the destruction and to see what really happened and to even talk to our friends and our family members, and it's really hard, you know what I mean? And yeah, I've not been back since yet.
You haven't been back since, but you've seen the images, obviously. You know, I talked to a couple people while we were doing the coverage from New York, because of course we have a large Jamaican population here in New York, and we were talking to people here who have relatives back home. And then we talked to some people who were actually there in Jamaica. And there's this whole thing, right? It's not just exclusive to Jamaica. When you're from an island, and I know this, I lived in Miami for a long time, so I understand kind of the ideology of people who live in the islands. It's like, yeah, we'll be fine. But it wasn't that way this time. It really kind of showed the worst of Mother Nature.
And then it's like 5 parishes on the western, you know, so we have like, so you have, you know, it's not like, there's a lot of work to be done. Give thanks, we don't have to build up the whole country.
Right.
So we have a set of a designated, not designated, yeah, but area on the west where it needs to focus, and we can get together and help to do our little bit, you know, to help someone, to give something, and then we can also receive some blessings, you know what I mean?
100%. It's so great to be able, like you said, to use your name, to use your platform. What a great cause. Again, for those just joining us, it's February 1st, the Hurricane Melissa Relief Fundraising Webathon. You can just Google this and it'll all come up. You can participate. You can watch artists around the world, right? Is that what you said?
Definitely, yeah.
Yeah, and then we'll have Julian Marley performing. We've been showing some clips of some of your different songs, I guess, music videos. So we're not hearing it because we're listening to you talk, but we're seeing you in your artist element. I think it's great that you can use it. It's like you said, just using what you have for good, using your gifts, using your reach, and that's what this is actually about, right?
Definitely is that.
Yeah, I gotta ask you before I let you go. I'm sure you got this question once or twice. I am a fan of the great Bob Marley, and I gotta ask you, what was your dad's favorite song?
What
Your,
is my
your,
dad's
your favorite song. Your
Yeah.
favorite song.
All right. First of all, I don't even know if I can answer that one.
Really?
Because as
There's
an
too many
artist,
greats.
yeah, and as an artist who writes songs, like, say, what song is my favorite song? Like, I love none of those other songs that I was writing.
Yeah.
Write them like, I don't like this one. I love this one. But, I mean, I love all of them. Each song, does something different for, if you want to feel up, if you want to feel bright, if you want to feel whatever you want to feel, there is a song
Right.
that, so. But what can I say right now that we want to resonate out there? Well, one love to resonate out there.
I was just going to say that's my favorite, and it reminds me of what we're talking about, right? It's that idea of spreading love and spreading good, and what a banger One Love is, continues to be.
Yes. Yes.
Before you go, because I know a lot of people will be interested, we talked a little bit about, differentiating as an artist as well. Do you see influence from your late father's work in your work? And I guess there's sort of this intersection, like where you carry some influence, but you kind of make it your own as well, the music I'm talking about.
Well, it's like when we grow it's like when we're growing up as kids, then what your environment is and what you're around and what you're taking in, that ends up to be part of you, So listening to that music and listening to just taking in his whole message and his whole, it becomes part of you until you become part of it.
Huh. It becomes part of you until you become part of it. I love that.
Yeah.
I love that.
That's the best way I can answer it, really, because I can't say, how do you do that or how do you do this? But we'll give thanks that we were studying when we were in the studying days, and listening to the music,
Yeah.
And get culture,
Yeah, because I'm sure when you're a kid, it's just like you said, it's environmental. Also, as you mentioned, being a Rastafari, all of this, growing up, and then you carry this with you, and all of a sudden, it's like you're giving back to the culture, to the movement, to the music, or whatever it may be. This is an example of it. You being able to do this for a part of Jamaica that you say, really needs help right now.
Definitely needs help. And like we say, like when you listen to the music, it's all about giving. It's all about giving. It's all about helping each other, loving each other, and getting together.
Right.
So this is definitely like something that I'm strongly,
It's aligned with your values, is what you're saying, right?
Definitely.
Yeah, your values, your legacy. Julian Marley, the son of the great Bob Marley, joining us for an amazing cause. February 1st, just going to throw that out there one more time. Hurricane Melissa Relief Fundraising Webathon. Google it, get the info. It's on that day. You can hear Julian perform. We're watching one of your music videos right now. It's on the screen. And you can hear from other great artists. And there's an opportunity to donate, to give some help to Jamaica still recovering from Hurricane Melissa. So, Julian, thank you so much. We'll let you go, but we do appreciate it. Good luck on the 1st. I hope the fundraising efforts are fruitful. And thank you so much for being with us.
All right. Thank you for having me.
Have a good time. Okay, bye-bye.